everybody. Welcome to another webcast. Thank you for all of your comments. Those of you that said you like these short little snippets. And if it seems as though they're not very polished, seems off the cuff at times, sometimes it's a little bit more polished than others, but when it's not polished, it's by design, because sometimes it will be polished, sometimes it won't. This is one of those unpolished ones. So tune in whenever you get a chance, and I believe it'll be things that will be helpful to you. I'm going to request your help with some things. One thing in particular, even though I spent several weeks, 18 weeks or however many, I don't really remember, teaching on the life and power of words, I realized from listening to some people talk, and this is no condemnation to anybody, but I'm just going by what comments I hear sometimes, even in people's interaction with me, that sometimes things that's coming out of their mouth are not really things that they should be saying. And it's no condemnation if you've done that, because I realize, and I want everybody to realize, that we have people at different levels of spiritual growth. And I'm calling on people who've been around the Word a while. You've heard this message more than once. This particular series was not new to you, and you've heard these things before. You've been around Summit a while. You've heard me teach along these lines before. I'm expecting you, veterans, to help people who are new to speaking the right words, the Word of God over your life. People who are new to faith. Because you don't just get it because you heard it one time, or even heard it for a 3-month period of time, or 4 months, or 5 months, or 6 months. You have to begin to apply them to your life. Sometimes people need help with the application of it. How do I take this teaching? Because I taught a lot of things, covered a lot of material, sometimes saying the same thing different ways, different illustrations. But at the end of the day, sometimes people have a little trouble putting 2 and 2 together. How do I apply this directly to my life? How does this change actually what I speak? Okay, I'm going to give you some examples, and then I'm going to request you to, not in a condemning way, going around being the confession police, or hey, that's not a right confession. No, we don't need that. That's a bad extreme. But what I'm saying is, I don't even correct people when they say things to me. I just there's a certain time and a place for everything, and the small groups really is a good place for that, to help people on what to say and what they should be speaking over their lives, some things that they shouldn't say when they say it. For example, I've heard things like, Pastor, you staying out of trouble? Well, that's not the right greeting. That's not the way to address anybody, let alone your pastor. I mean, what is somebody to say to that? I mean, are you staying out of trouble? I mean, we're supposed to be living according to the Word of God. So don't ask your fellow believer, are they staying out of trouble? Okay. Or here's something else. Oh man, I'm just sick today. Well, don't say you're sick, because that's not going to. Why? Now, we're not trying to deny the fact that you're sick in your body, but that's not going to do anything to change it. So what you need to do is say, by His stripes I was healed, in your confession, and thank God for your healing. And your confession is, I believe I'm healed. I'm dealing with some challenges or some symptoms today. It's okay to say that. That's the proper way to say it. I'm dealing with some symptoms. If people may hear you sniffing or coughing or whatever, you may say, and it's okay to say, hey, I'm having some challenges today. That's all right. But don't say I'm sick, because you're believing for healings. And if you are believing for healing, which you should be, don't contradict that by saying I'm sick. All right. It seems like